We're back with the dulls, y'all. We're back with the dulls. Um, it's an Isaac Renaissance, but that doesn't stop the dulls. You got to do your homework. Or as Pink Floyd said, because they didn't know what the hell they were talking about. If you don't finish your meat, you can't have any pudding. Excuse me, teacher. Can I trade them? I'll trade them my pudding for their meat, man. I think I would rather have the meat than the pudding. This looks like Hundreds of Beavers to me, man. But also the house looks kind of like too new to be from Hundreds of Beavers. Okay, it's not Hundreds of Beavers. That's Thomas Jane. I'd recognize Thomas Jane's forehead anywhere. Could this be the start of the Punisher movie? Doubt it. Is this... this is The Mist, right? The Mist is in black and white? No? No, there's two versions and one is. Oh. The Fog. Oh, I bet you feel stupid. This guy again. Bet you feel stupid for that one. The Fog. It does look like a Twilight Zone episode. They got that going for them, which is nice. Rewatched it at the theater. A group of kids were laughing at the ending. Pissed me off. You know how kids are, man. They'd love to get attention. I remember when I saw Ad Astra, and at the end of the movie, a kid shouted, he was like 16, he shouted out, that was boring. And then nobody laughed. But I was like, damn. He's kind of not wrong, though. The movie was like, I mean, listen, the movie might be fine. Ad Astra might be fine. But the way they marketed it made it kind of look like a Chris Nolan-esque science fiction action movie. And what it actually was like a much quieter sort of like Solaris type thing. So I don't know. I'd have to see it with different preconceptions, I suppose. After going to high school in Belgium and serving in the army, 6'9" Alejandro Villanueva was a two times Pro Bowl offensive tackle for this AFC team. Yeah, who knows? And I'm not even sure offensive tackle is a real position. Probably Jacksonville Jaguars. L. Robertson, LQBEII Roberson, was a running threat, totaling over 2,800 rushing yards. Big 12 is the Midwest. He played for Notre Dame, as we all know. In 1994, a martial arts fighting game was launched on the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. Yeah, that's Shaquille O'Neal's Shaq Fu, man. I rented Shaq Fu as a kid. As a kid, I kind of liked it, though. I was literally like 5 or 6. Charles Dickens' novel depicts the education of an orphan named Pip. Yeah, I really only know A Christmas Carol. Is it Great Expectations? It's Great Expectations, y'all. There's Great Expectations. There's Oliver Twist, which I believe stars a fellow named Oliver, if I had to guess. And then, did he do David Copperfield? Or did David Copperfield write a book? This is tough. I don't have anything. That's Marissa Tomei's face, and maybe Kurt Russell? Yeah, I could see Kurt Russell on that. Classic example of two attractive people being combined, not working at all. That's pretty bad. I guess if they combine their DNA, it probably wouldn't just be like, but still. Looks just like Wyatt. That's him right there. That's Wyatt Russell. Yep, you can see it. What major fast food chain is currently collaborating with Frank's Red Hot Sauce on special editions of its chicken strip products? Can I just say something? Sometimes I don't think about it, and we lose out on the humor. It's really funny that in the trivia game, 1/9 of the questions are in the category of chain restaurants. That's fucking funny. Can you imagine if you pulled up to Jeopardy and one of the categories was chain restaurants? You'd be like, What the hell's going on, man? I have no idea. Raising Cane's. They sell chicken strips there. Task debuted and starred this. He's not just an actor. This Marvel actor. That's Mark Ruffalo. A masked killer targets high schoolers on the evening of the big school dance in this 1980s slasher film. Leslie Nielsen? Not Halloween, y'all. It's prom night, apparently. I don't know prom night. It's like Halloween came out in 78? Yeah, and I don't think it has Leslie Nielsen in it either. What rapper was the featured artist on Work? I'm going to guess that it's the person she's now married to, and his name is A$AP Rocky with a $sign. Wrong. It was Nick Drake. I should have known it was Nick Drake, man. Nick Drake's been dead for years. That's why the beef's so confusing for me. I think he drowned, man. I think he drowned in like 1976 or something like that. What the hell? Kendrick's crazy for going after a dead man, bro. Well, not my best performance today. For the last time he didn't drown. I got him confused with Jeff Buckley. They're both goats. Get out, lay off my goats, man. Types of ants: fire ant, carpenter ant, army ant, pharaoh ant. I mean, this is a crazy poll. That's I don't know. I have no idea what an army ant or a pharaoh ant is. It just seemed to fit, man. To mold, shape, tailor, or fashion, what is to produce in a form, adapt to fit one's needs. Gas, electric, water, telephone, utilities. Pasta cat writer. Cat right. I have no idea on this one. Copy pasta. The New York Times just hit copy pasta, man. You are so real. Nominative determinism did save me on pharaoh ants. It couldn't be anything else. What's a copywriter? It's some shit from Mad Men. I think they make sure there's no spelling mistakes in the commercials or whatever. Okay, Indeed gets like 100 million searches a month or something. Patrick Mahomes, I mean, he's going to be up there. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to say Burger King gets more than Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to say Burger King gets more than Dwayne Johnson. I just can't imagine anyone being like, I want to go to Google and see more Dwayne Johnson. I'm not seeing enough Dwayne Johnson ambiently in my life. I'd like to learn more about this guy. Still, I think he probably beats Harrison Ford in that department. Harrison Ford earrings probably at like 15 million. I'm going to say Harrison Ford is above Hasbullah. I'm wrong. I mean, like, listen. Not a lot of people relative are aware of Hasbullah versus Harrison Ford, but I can understand that those who are aware of both would be more likely to Google Hasbullah because they would want to know his age, which is fair. Mike Tyson should have Googled that before he started tickling him. Would have saved him from an awkward moment. I'm going to say Flo Rida's got more streams than Frederick Chopin. Oh, man. I gotta go with Flo Rida. I don't want to see evil red and Link. I do feel like Florida Georgia line might clear Portugal to man. Okay. I gotta feel like Snoop Dogg's above Portugal the man. Is that okay, guys? He's smoking weed. He's smoking weed in his profile picture. I feel like maybe Jason Derulo clears the Pussycat Dolls. It's a crown that's also a crown of thorns. That's fucking funny, man. It's also funny to be wearing this kind of shit when you're like a pop singer. When you write and record music that people dance to, and to be like, yeah, I'm Jesus Christ. I'm gonna say it's Jason Derulo. A lot of Rick rolls, I'm sure, happening, but not so many on Spotify. Let's say 50 Cent's gonna clear Rick Astley on this one. I gotta feel like Beyonce goes over 50 Cent. And I have to give it to Beyonce over Smiley. We're back. We're back. 46.7% of people got perfect today, though. I think No Way Home might beat Air Force One. It's crazy that that's at an 8.2, but whatever. Green Book, can I say something? I've seen half of Green Book, so I'm an expert. It shouldn't have won Best Picture. Let's hold your applause, please. It's not that bad. The way people talk about this movie, you would think that it was one of the worst films ever made. But it's actually like, it's completely fine. I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying it's fine. Why have you only seen half? It was on TV, and I was like, well, this shit isn't that good. But it's also not that bad. Holy shit, it's at 8.2. That's going to clear Rise of Skywalker, although Dan's review is definitely holding this up a little bit. I gotta feel like Cars 2 has a shot, man. Wrong. They don't like when Larry the Cable Guy became a spy or whatever. No strong opinions one way or the other. I hear that. Anyone want to help me out on this one? Yangtze Chinese style barbecue pork in a vacuum sealed package. Well, I don't know. This is $10.99. $11.99. Should have trusted my gut on that one. People don't believe me. What? I go to the grocery store. That's one of the places where I'm most often recognized, man. I'm there. I'm there buying Red Delicious and Granny Smith because my daughter said her favorite apples are Red Delicious and Granny Smith. And can I say something? As a Red Delicious and Granny Smith self-proclaimed hater, Granny Smith's still pretty bad. Not a great apple, way too sour for me personally. Red Delicious, I was being too cruel to Red Delicious. Red Delicious is not as good as a Honey Crisp, a Fuji, or a Cosmic Crisp, but it's fine. As long as you get the ones that have a firm texture and aren't mealy, they're okay. It's not that bad. Red Delicious is fucking terrible. It has the texture of sand. I don't know. We get firm Red Delicious up here. I don't know what to tell you. Horrid skin. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm not a real fruit enjoyer. I ate like 2 grapefruits last night. Possible my taste buds might be cooked, man. Why? Because they were fucking delicious, man. Because they were fucking awesome. How about Dominican Republic? They're so gross. They're a little bitter, but like you just, tank it. Azerbaijan. Sri Lanka. No, don't give me Sri Lanka. Give me Bangladesh. Give me something with some more borders around it. 1700. Vietnam. Warmer still. Indonesia. The mystery country librarian. The mystery country is Indonesia, bro. Holy. Nah, man. Global thinks it's food guesser. Ah, shit. Oh, fuck. The hell is this? Timor-Leste? Nope. Wait, okay, so this is not Southeast Asia. Could you be like... You're like... could you be Denmark? Am I fucking stupid? Are you... This does not look like Denmark. What are you doing? What is this? It has an exclave or an island. Are you Georgia? You're not Georgia. Are you like Bahrain, maybe? Bahrain. Okay, this must be the F1 course right here. That's the F1. What's going on with the... It's got like stamps coming off of it. Those are ports? Those are damn bridges? I guess it turns out I don't know shit about Bahrain, man. Turns out I don't know shit about it. They're man-made islands. Who knew? I kind of want to go see the F1 race in Bahrain. I got a question for you. Do you live in Bahrain? It seems like an awful long way to go, depending on where you live, for like a 2-hour long race. No, I live in the Philippines. Seems pretty far, man. Couldn't you just go to the GP Singapore or something instead? I mean, Bahrain is a trip and a half. It's a weekend? Well, yeah, but you're going to go... Listen, you might be a ball enjoyer. You're really going to go watch all the Friday practices? Of course. I guess I got shit to do. Yeah, but how many people can say they've been to Bahrain? Is that why you travel, to brag about it to other people? Maybe that's what I've been missing. Mostly I try to hide it from other people because they make fun of me. Maybe I should start bragging about it a little bit. Then I'm getting XP on top of the travel. I'm getting like a free reward on top. Well, a very expensive free reward on top of the travel. Pete Plosick was in a big movie in 2016. Raised some shell. Okay, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's Out of the Shadows. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. There we go. Is this the one that Megan Fox? It is Megan Fox. Okay. Big drop, week 2, 20th Century Fox. Any chance you're X-Men Apocalypse? Or... No, X-Men Apocalypse makes sense to me. Yeah. That's the easiest one of all. Listen, you might think that there's some mercurial magic happening in Box Office Game. There's just a bunch of little flowcharts you go through, okay? Why did I say X-Men Apocalypse seemingly out of nowhere? It's a movie that made a ton of money in its opening weekend, which tends to be blockbusters, aka superhero movies, if you're talking about this time period. And it's 20th Century Fox. So instantly, you have 2 data points that point at this has to be X-Men. Same thing, if you see like Warner Brothers, a lot of money in the summer, immediately you should be thinking this could be a Batman, a Suicide Squad, a Superman, possibly a Christopher Nolan film instead. And with Disney, you're kind of fucked because like there's just a lot of them. You gotta kind of know those. But Warner Brothers, 18 million, Emilia Clarke, drama romance. No, wait, Theory of Everything? Would she get top billing in this? I don't think so. Live Boldly. Sam Claflin. A small-town girl is caught between dead-end jobs. A high-profile successful man becomes wheelchair-bound following an accident. I remember the previews for this. The man decides his life is not worth living until the girl is hired for 6 months to be his new caretaker. Worlds apart and trapped together by circumstance, the two get off to a rocky start. But the girl becomes determined to prove to the man that life is worth living as they embark on... who cares? Me before you. Me before you. Obviously, we will not be watching that. Walt Disney, week 2, opened counter-programming to X-Men Apocalypse, a.k.a. probably an animated film, adventure family fantasy. Didn't make that much money. Starring Mia Wasikowska. It's time for a little madness, bro. And Johnny Depp? Is this like Alice in Wonderland? Alice 2? Through the Looking Glass? Alice Through the Looking Glass? Alice Kingsley returns to Underland and faces a new adventure in saving the Mad Hatter. Alice in Wonderland 2, The Quest for More Money, which they failed, by the way. Thank God for that. Sony Pictures, Week 3, 87 million, starring Jason Sudeikis. Could be Horrible Bosses 2. One was much earlier. Oh, it's an animated film with Jason Sudeikis. They came in peace. They left in chaos. Angry Birds? It's the Angry Birds movie? It's the Angry... I don't know. It's such a waste to have all this useless information taking up space up there. I could be doing so much more with all the latent space free in my brain, man. There's an Angry Birds movie. There's 3 Angry Birds movies, man. Angry Birds 2, and then I think Rio. Rio is an Angry Birds movie as well, I think. Rio's not Angry Birds, it's just a bird? Oh, my whole life. My whole life, since birth, I thought that Rio and Angry Birds were in the same universe. And there's 2 Rios, so okay. I didn't know, man. This one's tricky. In the Line of Fire to How to Train Your Dragon, but it's the new How to Train Your Dragon. So we're talking Gerard Butler, Nick Frost. I mean, you could try to get to Peter, but if you're getting to Peter, you might as well get to Nick. Or Gerard. And then In the Line of Fire, Clint Eastwood, Jan Malkovich, Rene Russo, Dylan McDermott, Gary, my goats, Frasier's dad, Eddie's owner, Tobin Saw, Jigsaw. They got everybody in this, man. Jim Curley, great name for a guy with straight hair. Okay, so you got to get to the Swankler. My thinking for the Swankler. I mean, Gary Cole, Office Space just speaks to me. Oh, I have something already. It's Gary Cole, Office Space, Jennifer Aniston. Is she in The Mexican? No, it was an intimation that she was in the movie The Mexican. Well, now you got to Good Girl has Jake Gyllenhaal, but we could have gotten to Jake Gyllenhaal from Rene Russo already. Horrible. I'm trying to get to Swanky. The Swankler. How many movies did you do with Jason Sudeikis, bro? Wanderlust with Paul Rudd to Frances McDormand. Frances McDormand, Almost Famous. Kate Hudson. Frances McDormand, Women Talking. Frances McDormand, The Tragedy of Macbeth, Denzel Washington. Stephen Root! The Root connection. Loop me back to Office Space. Take me to Stephen Root. Take me to The Tragedy of Macbeth. That gets you to Frances McDormand, which takes you to Nomadland. Now we're fucking talking. Watching this movie is going to fucking save the swanky percent, man. Then you go David Strathairn until Linda May's in something else. Take me to Lincoln, and now we're trying to get to Gerard Butler. 300 with Michael Fassbender. And the dude from Love Actually, who you could tell me just any British person would be in Love Actually, and we'd have a pretty good chance to be right. Like Jared Harris, are you in Love Actually? I don't think you're British anyway. You're Irish? So I apologize, but I was grasping at straws. Okay, Man from U.N.C.L.E. Got to be some British people in this movie. I'm kind of tunnel visioning. Hugh Grant, British. Is he in Love Actually? I don't know. He is in Love Actually. Why were we in Love Actually again? Chat, can you jog my memory? Why was I... Oh, because the dude who played Xerxes is in this. That's why I was going to Love Actually, because the dude who played Xerxes is in Love Actually. But what the fuck is his name? Xerxes? It's not Andrew Lincoln. You're not Xerxes. This guy Xerxes? I think this guy might be Xerxes. Xerxes with hair. 300. Gerard Butler, How to Train Your Dragon. That's not a bad swanky percent, man. 330 with a distance of 10. And I had the fucking Office Space loop in there to get into the root canal. Mason Timms to Mel Gibson. Fuck you, man. You didn't click swanky? Beg for your life. Who said that? Jam Bagel? I'm waiting. You're not dealing with the same fellow you were 3 weeks ago. I'm 20 days off the CZ. I'm drinking Maison Perrier now. Has it been that long already? I was off for like a week just because I hadn't been to the grocery store before I saw the study. Lucky me. Sometimes life, art imitates life, man. Chicago, and Montreal. Chicago and Montreal. How about Chev Chelios from Crank? Chicago and Boston. Both Espositos. Who fucking cares? Nobody cares. I'll stop you right there. Nobody cares. Montreal and Buffalo. Nobody cares. Montreal, born outside of North America. Give me a Thomas Plekanec. No, give me a fucking Sergei Kostitsyn from Belarus. I'll take a Sergei Kostitsyn on that. Bro looks like he's literally 15 years old and he's in the new season of The Walking Dead or something. Boston, born outside North America. Yeah, that's pretty easy, to be honest. Let's try something. Let's try to dig deep, but don't dig too deep. Obviously, you could just play Chara, right? But or Pasternak or something like that. But who else could we pull from back in the day? Boston. I'm gonna say Marco Sturm from Germany. And then for New Jersey, give me a Bobby Holik. Now we're talking. He looks like someone who it might be Morrissey. I've always said Bobby Holik kind of the Morrissey of hockey. I can see Sam Darnold a little bit in there. Oh, it's Quentin Tarantino. You're 100% right. It's Quentin Tarantino that I'm seeing in his face. Yes. That's Quentin Tarantino with, I don't even know what you describe this haircut as, but that's Quentin Tarantino. That is Gilbert Gottfried, but it's also a little bit like young Adam Sandler. This is Merle and Durrell in a game. What could be better? Chris Chelios just makes me laugh with his fucked up hair. Like this is Ben Stiller, bro. And then who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about any of this. Nobody knows and nobody cares. View stats, end game. I could see Flea too, man. Robert De Niro, Oscar-nominated film. Meet the Fockers probably got nominated for Best Kiss, if I had to guess. But one-word title, Robert De Niro. Ignore the. I'll hit you with the score. Eventually, we're just going to be able to play the same movies for absolutely everything. Title starts A to H with Robert De Niro. What grandpa is he, man? I think he's Dirty Grandpa. And I'll be honest, he was dirty. In that movie, he was dirty. And he was kind of, well, I don't know if I'd say he's a bad grandpa in the movie. It's kind of hard to be a bad grandpa when your son is like 28 years old. Like your grandfatherly duties are not that robust when your grandson's that age. You're just kind of two dudes hanging out. Now Johnny Knoxville was a bad grandpa. He was a very bad grandpa. In that movie, he took his son to a lot of places, or his grandson to a lot of places he shouldn't have gone to. Oscar-nominated film, Robert De Niro. Has he ever been nominated for an Oscar? I don't know. I don't know if Robert De Niro's ever been nominated for an Oscar. You think Stardust got nominated for an Oscar, or is that too big of a pull? Let's just go Raging Bull. 13.9. I'll live with that. Joker. Joker's true and funny. One word title, Helen Mirren. Red. Helen Mirren, Oscar nominated film, The Queen. Titles. Chat. Wrong movie? You just picked Queen, not The Queen? Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you fucking trolling? Harrison Ford, Oscar nominated film. Empire Strikes Back, best spaceship. One word title, Harrison Ford. The Fugitive. When he says get off of my dam in that movie is sick. Get the hell off of my dam. I love when he says that, man. Harrison Ford title starts A to H. Well, I'll hit you with a fairly obvious one. Air Force One. Helen Mirren. I don't know what the fuck you've been in. To be honest. Fast X. Okay, my bad. And Hussy. I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen Hussy. Caligula. Calling someone Caligula, I think I took it from Peep Show, but it's such a good insult. Like someone in my Discord was saying that they went to Chipotle and they got a burrito bowl with chicken and steak. You know I had that shit on macro. I was like, chicken and steak? Who do you think you are, Caligula? It goes every single time, man. It goes every single time. That's so not weird. It's not that big of a deal, but I think chicken and steak in the same dish is a little awkward because you set your jaw to a different tightness, like a different pressure for each meat. For chicken, you set your jaw to like medium, and for steak, you set it to hard. So I think it fucks up your calibration a little bit. To be honest with you, I'd rather just have double chicken. I'd rather just have double steak too. But my tier list for that would be double chicken, double steak, steak and chicken. That's getting the bronze medal. Double chicken. Steve's double chicken. Yeah, it's tasty as ooh, mamacita. Now you're ringing the bell. That's damn true. Also, like, I know this is not really like how it works, but how many animals have to die just for you to have a tasty lunch? Like, it just seems like a little bit too much. I'm still eating meat, but we're practicing a little bit of like common sense harm reduction, okay? That's too many meats for one meal, Caligula.
Highlands, a geographical name meaning the chiefly
Have a beach house on a highland.
single. A adjective. Addle, a adjective meaning rotten.
What? She say addled?
Islet, a noun meaning a small hole designed to receive a cord, or used for decoration, as in chart, a noun meaning map, such as
You didn't listen to her? She shouldn't talk so much.
extracurricular, a adjective meaning
Fun word to spell.
serenade, a noun meaning poblano, a noun meaning a large candelabrum, a noun meaning candelabra. The word originates
Fuck, really?
spoken, a adjective meaning delivered by word of mouth.
Candelabrum was not right?
Benedictine, a noun meaning a monk or a nun of one. Mythos, a noun meaning myth.
Mythos.
Goanna, a noun meaning any of several large Australian monitor lizards, genus Varanus of the family Varanidae. The word iguana is derived from the original Taino name Iwana for the species. Goanna.
Okay, I have no idea.
Coltan. A noun meaning a dull black ore that consists of a mixture of columbite and tantalite and is a minor source of tantalum.
Coltan.
Columbo tantalite is from International Scientific Vocabulary.
Coltan.
Bibliopagist. A noun meaning the art of binding books, derived from Greek words.
Are you fucking trolling me on bibliopagist? Goanna with. I thought I put two N's in there. That's my bad. Candelabrum. Fuck you, man. They were actually trolling me on that one. I don't think you're ready for a plate-off. Present me with two dishes. I'll choose what will win. It's so obvious. I'ma gear up and choose risotto. You know what I'm talking about? There's no chance it could be anything other than risotto. It's got to be Papa Zule's, right? Corn tortillas in a sauce with hard-boiled egg slices, hard-boiled egg burritos in a pumpkin sauce. Mashed potato. Okay, listen, I got to be honest with you, I wasn't totally familiar with what's going on with Cole Cannon. I would love creamy mashed potatoes with sauteed kale, man. I still feel like this is going to win, though, just because it looks like it's good. The fish looks pretty tasty. I know, listen, I'll eat the fish, don't get me wrong. I do wish they would take the fins off, personally. Roasted chicken or fish stuffed with ground walnuts, onions, and pomegranate paste. Or a spicy, okay, it's going to be a spicy feta dip, man. It's not really a fair comparison, but ham-nado, pork marinated in pineapple juice, soy sauce, and sugar, slow cooked, adorned with pineapple. That sounds fucking awesome, man. But the thing is, this looks awesome. Okay, I'm going to go with that, but it's close. I think a better picture would have served it well. I think it's going to be mee goreng. Noodles stay winning in this game. I'm going to say it's decent looking sandwich. Actually, that looks better than decent. The bread looks good as fuck. I'm going to say it's any form of sushi versus white cut chicken. Tempura shrimp inside. My God. Spam musubi is really good, but people are weird about spam, which is actually like pretty rational because it is like a Franken meat, but it tastes so fucking good. But I think it might have a hard time beating meat on a stick, man. People are too weird about spam. More for me. I would go ahead and say meat on a stick does not lose, especially with that kind of view. Fajitas are going to be one of the highest ranking foods in the game. It's that simple. Pretty sweet, right? Pretty sweet. Why is it 61? Americans are very particular about their Franken foods. You can, plant GMO corn, use a robot to get it out of the ground, grind it into a meal, boil it into a syrup, reconstitute the syrup into a paste, turn the paste into triangles, fry them, and then hit them with a Franken salt to make Doritos. And people will be like, these are yummy. But then, like, spam, they're like, I don't know what's in that. I don't know what's in that. Ew, gross. Fake meat? I love spam. It is really bad for you. Like, it's bad for you in every way. Saturated fat, salts, who knows what else is going on. Maybe some nitrates or something, but it's so tasty. Lamb Ras El Hanu. This makes me think that this is Morocco. It's also served in the fucking. Is it a tangine? It's the only. So we used to eat at a Belgian restaurant now and then that had Moroccan food. A tagine. There you go. Yeah, I would eat that. Pork fat, breadcrumbs. Sure. I mean, this looks delicious, man. Where would I assume that this sausage is from? The sage makes me think that it's from the United Kingdom. Also, given the shape of it. That's a Newmarket sausage. That's a yum and a half right there, man. Rice, this is like it's kind of like a dosa, but it's sweet. Okay, I mean, it's from India, presumably. This might be a perfect, double perfect is kind of insane, man. Double perfect is kind of crazy. Thank God I ate before the stream. That could go two ways, but I'm assuming it's because you're seeing so much delicious looking food that you're like, I would be hungry if I didn't eat. Because it could also be, thank God I ate, because if I was eating right now, I would not want to be eating anymore because my appetite's gone from looking at whatever the fuck these are. Now, we don't know really what's going on. I feel like I shouldn't have to vote here because the other picture didn't load. But the kebab pie, I mean, it could be worse. Refresh? Refreshing has never fixed anything. Nah, you're crazy for this one. It worked. But we got a problem. Now the one on the left didn't load. But now we know. Now we know that we go with the one on the left because the one on the right doesn't look so good. So. Air pie? It's just a pie. I get it. Maybe they're making a joke because it has nothing in it. Versus sausage with the bread slice. Yeah, I would go crazy on. Never mind. What? I'll give it to the chips, peas, and gravy versus the sad hot dog. I hate the Sonoran hot dog. I gotta go with this, even though this might be worse, man. 72%. So this is I with God as my witness, fish like this goes crazy. Maybe you have to look a little bit like Golem to actually like enjoy it, but fish that looks like this, especially if it's a little bit pickled, goes fucking crazy, man. This just looks disgusting. Can this I think this can win. I think this can win because this looks so exploded that this can, fuck you. You fucking I don't like fish. Oh, I like fish. Yeah, no, I love fish. Oh, that fish is too fishy for me. You motherfuckers. You motherfuckers. You know what time it is? Tenacious D time. You motherfucker go. I feel like these look okay. $2 sausage in a newspaper versus 18-pound cheesy chips. Sausage looks fine, man. What's the problem? Cobb with chips and a sausage. Listen, I'm a big carb head. Hollowing out a loaf of bread and filling it with French fries is some dirty work. That's some dirty fucking work, man. God love you, but a burger in a bowl is kind of strange too. I think I gotta go with really. This is like it didn't look all that in a bag of chips, man. I'm gonna say the sweet and sour chicken, if I may, the sweet and sour chicken looks really bad. It looks like when you open a can of cat food. This is what you see inside of it. No human being should be eating chicken that looks like this. Sure, the chunks are all right. This kind of chicken, the strands, no, that's for cat food, bro. Okay, it probably beats the worst nachos I've ever seen. I'll give you that. These both look pretty good, man. Although this doesn't look right. This looks like they're beaming an advertisement for this right into my optic nerve. Like, like no matter where I look, it's going to be in the center of my field of view. The meat on the gyro looks stale as hell. Well, you know, it's been on the rotating fuck stick for like, who knows? Could have been like 48 hours, man. Also, it looks good. Butter chicken curry looks pretty fucking good too, to be honest with you. I'm going to go with the butter chicken curry because it looks good and it's cheaper by a lot. But I think that that's respectable. All right, I can live with that. You think JYP knew what he was doing when he had NMIX sing a song called Spinnin' on it? Drinking the sparkling water straight from the bottle gives you a not so good look. Well, I got a cup, but I use the cup for coffee, bro. I could just call my wife bro. That's like calling the teacher mom. So I got to get another cup, man. I got to get another cup. Doesn't she call you bro? Yeah, but I'm a dude. You can call chicks dudes. But calling a chick a bro feels like it crosses the line. I'm not trying to get into messy gender politics. Dude is gender neutral in usage, mostly used for men. Bro, I think, is not gender neutral. I think bro is masculine dominant. Bro is gender neutral. I feel like bruh is gender neutral. Wow, I'm getting -2 like crazy. All right, okay, but before you -2 me, you have to tell me the last time you talked to a human being in person. I'll start. About 50 minutes ago. Fuck, 5 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, they're mogging me. Delete that. Mods, delete that. Mods, librarian, when you post this, edit the chat to make it look like it's all messages that are saying, wow, he's so right, I never considered it this way. The world of WITSEC isn't always glamorous, but it looked pretty good when Arnold protected Vanessa Williams in what 1996 thriller? Eraser? Okay. Al Gore's daughter, Kristen, used to write for what cartoon where Al had a minor recurring role? Simpsons? No. Some 50 years after he composed it, Oliver Messiaen's Turangalila Symphony inspired the name of a main character on what sci-fi series? A sci-fi cartoon. Futurama? Easy enough. Colombia is the world's leading source of what distinctively colored variant of the mineral beryl? I don't even know what noun they're looking for. Distinctively colored variant of, I'm going to say is topaz. I think beryl's yellow. According to legend, L. Frank Baum was inspired by the 1893 World's Fair's White City to create a literary capital named for what stone? Limestone? It's emeralds, bro. Fuck. The Wizard of Oz, bro? I don't know shit about that. I haven't seen Wicked. It's not that popular. Launched in 2005 to broadcast uncut conferences like C-SPAN. Moo Basher is an offshoot of what news conglomerate? MSNBC? What network finally? Oh, it's Al Jazeera! Overcame Bush-era stigma to get on U.S. TV providers. It's Al Jazeera. In 1919, Ohio restaurateur, this is why you need a copy editor, Ohio restaurateur Joe Marzetti began selling one of America's first prepared, bottled sodas. Kraft Cheese Company started a new line of products starting with French salad dressing. Oh, salad dressing. We take those, man. French dressing? Ew. I'm a ranch apologist. That's how you spell restaurateur? 1 second. Are Thrice mogging me? How many diet sodas has Thrice had to drink today? Restaurateur. I thought restaurateur. Okay, now this shit returns something from a French language dictionary. It's returning French Wikipedia. Spécialiste de la restauration des œuvres d'art. Okay, let's see what Merriam-Webster says. Restaurateur are French words from Latin, meaning to restore. Of the two words, restaurateur is more common, but some people prefer restaurateur. Okay, well, fair enough. It's still on the menu as an acceptable word choice. They got me. They got me. Last name Letourneau? Yeah, but you got to remember, like, that just means there was probably one French dude with Riz somewhere in the genetic line. I definitely think it was probably like mostly Chinese and maybe like a little bit German. And then one French dude with Riz got into the family tree. And now for the rest of my life, every time I'm traveling through a Canadian airport, they always say, Bonjour, Monsieur Letourneau. And I have to be like, I'm actually stupid. I'm actually dumb. So don't talk to me like I'm smart. It's true. I kind of, well, listen, librarian, thank you for the gifted subs, but it sends a chill up my spine knowing that you probably just got footage for some kind of compilation that you were making. And as a reward for that, you're giving out gifted subscriptions. And also it serves as a data point for like a marker for you to go back and be like, here's where he said it. Here's where he said it. Go check it. Caught. Is your daughter French? Bro, she's even less French than I am. Which might be 0, or it might be like 90%. I have no idea. Nobody knows. I keep asking my grandma, what's our lineage? And she's like, well, my grandfather was like from Quebec. And I'm like, what about like your grandma? And she's like, I didn't know. And I'm like, well, you know nothing. You know nothing here. You're no help to me at all. Thanks a lot, bro. Genetics is a scam. Your food preference says it all. I don't know. If food preference says it all, I think I might be Scandinavian Chinese, man. I might be Scandinavian Chinese then. I was having a great time in Norway. My wife and daughter were not. I was enjoying cream-based fish soups, pickled fishes, very, very dark breads and stuff like that. I was having a great time. And Chinese food, yeah. General Tso's chicken. That's my favorite, man. It's authentic. They named it after that general. You really think they would do that? They would just go and you're telling me that shit was made in Indiana or something? I don't buy it. Sort these cities by cost of living, starting with the highest. This is really hard, to be honest with you. This is really hard. Let's start with some obvious ones. London and New York are going to be up there. I think Switzerland's going to be up there. Reykjavik is expensive, but I don't know how expensive it is to live there. To eat out at a restaurant is very expensive. Cost of living plus rent. Okay, rent is going to be high on both of these. I guess it's pissing me off. In this case, I actually feel like maybe you bring down Reykjavik. I can't do that. I'm going to launch it like this for now. That feels right to me. Okay, and I would hot swap these, and then I would hot swap these. That was a really tough one, to be honest. I'm surprised London is 20% cheaper than New York City. London is very expensive. I've never lived there, but having been to London and Reykjavik, I was like, London seems way more expensive to me than Reykjavik, but maybe I'm basically just judging it on the price of hotels and restaurants. New York City, #1 highest cost of living in the world. Crazy. With all the pizza by the slice places, you wouldn't think so, man. I would just be eating pizza by the slice every day. Can't live there? You could build a house out of pizza slices. Paris is 5 times more dense than Toronto. The fuck does that have to do with anything at all? Question wasn't about density. Toronto ain't even an option. You're just throwing out random facts that aren't associated with anything we were even talking about. It's outside of the domain of our current context. It's a dense city? Who cares? Who gives a shit? No disrespect. Like, I don't recall asking anything about that, and I don't think anybody in chat did either. We're group learning? No, we're not. You're spitting out a fact none of us are ever going to remember. Or maybe you will remember it now, which, if you do, you got to say you're welcome to me because I brought it back. Get it twisted here. We're not just rallying facts back and forth. We're making shit up. We're spreading misinformation. Whoops, I accidentally clicked on one in Juxtastat and I got it right. I don't even know what the question is, but I got it right. More people who commute by bike? I don't know, man. I'm going to go with a weather heuristic on this one. I'm going to say the weather is slightly better in Lexington, Kentucky. But the Pacific Northwest gets a bike buff. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Madagascar is crazy populated. Higher percent of adults with a self-care disability. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to guess that it's Florida. Higher life expectancy. We're going New Jersey any day of the week. I might be a fucking legend. I might know your country better than you know it at this point. I mean, this is getting a little silly. Boise's part of the Pacific Northwest? I mean, I think they would want to be. I have to look at the 2024 electoral map before I grant them the pass. I have a feeling we're going to be abstaining from giving them the pass, if I had to guess. We don't want to be? We do want to be or we don't want to be? I don't know, man. I don't know. I got to think about it. They need to invade and take Boise? Well, probably everyone that lives... Can you imagine... I understand the rural and city divide, but imagine living in rural Idaho and having an axe to grind with the city slickers in fucking Boise. That would be fucking funny. Yeah, all them damn Boise urbanites, they don't know what it's like to live in the real part of the country. It happens. Down there in Boise with their $3.75 coffees. Can't even imagine, man. Plus, can't we all just bond over Ashton Jonty having one of the greatest collegiate careers that a running back's had in the 21st century? We don't have to argue. We don't have to fight. Come on, man. Yes, sir. That's not how you pronounce his name. Never heard it said out loud. God is my witness, never heard it said out loud, because that would require me to have watched Boise State collegiate football games, which is not going to happen, or Las Vegas Raiders regular season games, which is even less likely, to be honest with you, even less likely. Where I come from, Scranton's the big city. Some people refuse to drive there. That's really funny. You're like, oh, I don't really want to drive to Scranton. Scranton at rush hour? I mean, you scale your stress to whatever the problems are, but probably people that are from like New Delhi probably feel the same way when I complain about driving in Vancouver. And you're right. If I was over there, I'd probably be like, damn, maybe I'll just walk. Maybe a little too hot. I don't know. Maybe you got to be in a car or something. I have no idea. Are Vancouverites allowed to cheer on the Jays, or is it bad form? It's good form, and this year it's great form. There'll be a time again when I will start rooting for the Mariners in tandem with the Jays, if not above them, but it's not this year. -2, go Dodgers. If you live in California, I'll give you a pass on that one. Crime and punishment. If you don't live in California, though, you're kind of a scumbag if you're cheering for the Dodgers. It doesn't really matter. It's just sports, but like, I live in Portland, go Dodgers. Okay, well, you're a fucking troll. You're a glory hunter. It's like people who live in Vancouver that cheer for like Boston or something like that. I get it. Like the cool kids were cheering for the Mariners when you were a kid. So you gotta, like, you're virtue signaling that you're not a bully by cheering for the team that's the biggest bully in the Major League Baseball Association. Of course, it makes perfect sense. Oh, you could be pro Otani though. Otani, I mean, what he's doing is insane, man. Without a doubt. Crime and Punishment, fictional characters, male characters. Yeah, man, you're one of the brothers Karamazov. You're Rodion Raskolnikov. Perhaps a little bit more sodium chloride next time. Countries where Greek is an official language, countries where Turkish is an official language, international islands, island countries, islands of Asia, islands of Europe. I think it's Cyprus. I guess it's an island of Asia, kind of. I've never really thought about it that way, but A Song of Ice and Fire books, unfinished novels, The Winds of Winter. Big ups to the Barstool question earlier this week that reminded me that the upcoming book, quote unquote, upcoming book is called The Winds of Winter. 20th century American Episcopalians who are inventors, who died in 1945. Early spaceflight scientists, rocket scientists from Roswell, New Mexico. I don't know, man. Enrico Fermi probably was not born in. I don't know him. I don't know him. He's got kind eyes, though. Don't go saying some bullshit like he was part of the team that invented the first atomic bomb. He's got kind eyes. I think he's a good person. I don't know. I'm not just saying that because he's bald. 20th century non-denominational churches in the United States. Chapels in the United States. The only one I care about is Roan, to be honest. I don't know. That's Rothko Chapel. What is this? This looks like a building from Civilization 2. 1970s American films. It's a country music film. Films about beer and automobiles. Set in Alabama. Set in Florida. Set in Georgia. Trucker films. Are you Convoy? Smokey and the fucking Bandit. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. 2021 M&As, 2023 initial public offerings. Shoe companies of Germany. Are you Birkenstock? Thank God it's Birkenstock. Thank God Birkenstocks are called Birkenstocks. Otherwise, I don't think I would have gotten that they're from Germany. Countries of Croatia, counties of Croatia. Populated places established in the 11th century. This is Zagreb. It's the capital of Croatia. Anxiolytics, Austronesian agriculture, calcium channel blockers. Bro, it's kava. Yeah, sorry, not the Mediterranean restaurant. Yeah, it's kava. I wouldn't have gotten that if it weren't for Chibli, man. Chibli just got me an extra point. 20th century comedians from 1966, born in 1966, so about 60 years old. Comedians from Brooklyn. This is Adam Sandler, bro. Wait, is it Adam Sandler? New York State Republicans? Writers? It can't not be. Slapstick comedians, voice actors, Russian Jewish descent, 1966 births. It has to be Adam Sandler, man. Is it Jerry Seinfeld? Bro, it's not. Jerry Seinfeld must be born in the 50s, man. I think Jerry Seinfeld, if I had to guess, I think Jerry Seinfeld was born in 1959. I'm going to say 1959. 1954. He got me. You got me, Jerry. So he was like 40 when Seinfeld was on. Wait, is that? Oh, yeah, we're done. I scored 6 today. Actually, this was pretty fucking good, if I may say so myself. Top 8%. The average was 3.3. We got 6. I can live with that. Stop telling me I look funny when I pick up this fuck-ass bottle, bro. Like, fine, I'll get a cup and I'll get a big cube ice cube. Not one of the little fuck-ass cubes. I'll get one of the big ones where when you order like an old-fashioned at a fancy restaurant, they give you the fucking brick, the adobe slab. I'll get one of, and then I'll get 3 milliliters of sparkling water in each one. Thank you, sir. May I have another? We're bringing the heat today, man. I think it's like a 343 guilty spark, 332, 337. Damn, it's that easy. We're out here eating. Get ready. Cover your ears if you scare easily. Par 36 today, huh? I took that personally. Greed's a funny thing. Greed is a funny thing. That was big, and then this is very important. What a shot. Okay, recover. Absolutely beautiful shot. Move me over. Doesn't get any cleaner than that. I fell in the roiling cauldron, y'all. My bad. Oh, and then the other roiling cauldron. Now we're talking. Now this one's a little touch and go. You want to float it in? Preferably not like that. You want to float it. You gotta tap, 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 tap-a-roo. Okay, we take those. Crazy fucking shot. Don't do this to me. Par 26. It's hard to imagine us getting there in 26, to be honest with you. That's a hell of a shot, though. Hold. Oh! That would have been fucking perfect, man. That's beautiful. And now we have 2 shots to get the par, man. We want to make sure, if possible... Oh, this is really tough. Oh, or am I really a... Oh, my God. You're supposed to... You had to land in that one, bro. Okay, so we should probably take, like, 2 shots, but fuck that. Ah, shit. Fuck you. You know what? 2-tap it. You know what? Fucking 3-tap it. That was a responsible lay down there. Top 46, still in the top half. I can live with that. Fuck you, yoga man. Name a woman. I can hear it in my head anytime anyone types it. Anytime you see a number like 50, I'm immediately thinking, I need to ask you immediately, what is 50 in Roman numerals? That feels like a C, or is it an M? Is it L? Okay, it's an L. Private investigator losing 50 from roulette spin. So I feel like it's going to be a short form for PI. It's going to be like PIL. And then roulette is how many letters? That's 8 letters. Losing 50. Oh, it means you take the L out, man. Losing 50 means you're going to take the L out of something. But what are you going to take the L out of? We'll need to find short substitutes for 2 of these and use them with the letters of the third to construct our answer. PI. Pirouettes. You take the L out of roulette. You lose 50 from roulette. You lose L from roulette, and a spin is a pirouette, bro. We're spinning on it. We're actually getting there. We're getting a little silly with it. We're getting a little nasty with it. Soon we'll be able to try a cryptic crossword, I think. Damn, Dull's in record time today. It's only like an hour and 20 minutes in. The part where it was dark and I couldn't figure out what was going on was iconic. Is this Game of Thrones Season 8? Sometimes it's just nice to see one of these that has so little on its mind beyond what serves its pure, gnarly craftsmanship. There's no reason for this to make the turn from survival movie to monster movie. It was scary enough as is. So much wet and filthy looking low light setups home to pretty much nonstop sea of tearing, puncturing, gushing, and screaming. Could this be The Descent? 2005? One hint is all you need. One hint is all you need. The other thing that was crossing my mind was Barbarian. But Barbarian isn't really that violent. The Descent is pretty violent. People are getting their organs eaten and shit like that. Barbarian pretty good. I like Barbarian. I like The Descent. Drinks from, it's not a comically large bottle. It's a liter, okay? It's slightly larger than normal. A liter is not a novelty size. It's a size for home consumption.